I be cracking myself up, man. I be cracking myself up. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alright, ready? Alright, man. So, we're gonna try to do it over again, the same shit I was doing before. So, it probably not gonna be as funny just because it's not spontaneous. So, I can't do the same joke over and it be funny. So, it's just gonna be, whatever happens, happens. But the last live, you could tell that was gonna be a good one. And then my phone died, so. But anyway, how did I start that off? So I started it off with 2 books. That's how I started it off, right? All right, so I'm gonna just show you, all right, and then I'll post the 2 books. All right, so this first book that I started off with was called The Dinosaur Heresies: New Theories Unlocking the Mysteries of the Dinosaurs and Their Extinction. Okay? Hang on, let me just titrate this dude real quick. Let me just make sure I get his shit up real quick. Let me just put his shit up real quick to 8. Oh, wait. Give me a second. I'm gonna close this live and then I'll start it over. Give me a second. I gotta handle this real quick. Dude is not sleeping at all. Motherfucker is not sleeping. Now I had to do this shit real quick. That shit was taking forever. So why the fuck? It was working just fine and then this shit started bugging right there. Okay, well, anyway. Alright. Turn that off real quick. Turn that volume off. Alright, y'all ready? Alright, so we're going to start off with 2 books. And the 2 books I'm going to give you are external information, which is going to validate Genesis 3 and 1, right? Doesn't mean that everything in the book you take as a fact. No. Again, you got to realize how white people tell history. They tell it from their made-up perspective. They tell it from their point of view. So this is the reason why it doesn't matter how much, if, like, everybody always asks, man, how you doing? What you doing? This. Okay? Study this. And then you got to study other things outside of what, this is my square that I stand on, right? So what's in here, I assume to be correct unless I'm shown otherwise through study. Not through assumptions, not through hearsay, not through YouTube, through study. Right? Alright. So, this is the book here, so I'll read it to you again. The author is Robert T. Baker, right? The Dinosaur Heresies: New Theories Unlocking the Mystery of the Dinosaurs and Their Extinction. Okay? Let's see if we could type in his name, Robert T. Baker. Let's see if we type that in. Robert T. Baker. Let's see. Technology. No video is short enough. We don't really got time to go through an hour video to search for 2 components. But, matter of fact, let me see.
First of all, when I heard they were dueling dinosaurs, that allegedly the meat eater and the giant horned dinosaur had fought and killed each other, I didn't believe it. If you want to know whether the science about the dueling dinosaurs has been lost. You get yourself up there, and you talk to the guys, you look at the specimens, and you say, guys, I want to see the hole where it was dug. And then we'll take you to the hole where it was dug. You can spend hours.
Hold up, I'm going to play the rest. But, okay, in the same way that they say atomic bombs can destroy the world, right, and that I'm going to play you clips where they show you that the comet that hit over Russia, it had the power of an atomic bomb, right? Comets, atomic bombs. Comets, atomic bombs. So when the comet came and destroyed the dinosaurs, or that dinosaur age, that age of Saturn, that purple dawn, that Genesis 1 and 1, right? Or Genesis 1 and 2, right? Is the result of the destruction. Right? Could it be that there were intelligent beings back then which had the same technology we are rediscovering today, and they destroyed themselves because they were playing with things they wasn't supposed to be playing with? Kind of like us today, right? Nothing new under the sun. Maybe that's why the sun, moon, and stars had to be created and a whole different structure had to be made. There was no sun, moon, and stars in Genesis 1 and 1. There was just creation and the eternal light, the primordial photons, right? Then, after that 1 and 1 destruction, and 1 and 2 being the underworld. So if you've seen this movie, where is it? What is it called? Waterworld? I think it's called Waterworld. Sea cities. Let's see. Let me just play this clip for you so you can see it. Okay, Waterworld, the movie. Right? I'm gonna play for you a clip from Waterworld. Let's turn this down real quick. Let's watch. Now, there's a part in Job and also in Ezekiel where it's my man Nat is in here, so I hope he can give me the alley-oop with the verse, because I don't have it off top, right? So, the part in Job where the Most High is talking to Job about the age before this current man, right? The age before Adam, right? When he's talking about this age of Saturn, right? The age of the anointed cherub, the purple dawn, right? There's no sun, no moon, and I know it's blurry. Hang on. Okay, there was no sun and no moon here. There was just the heavens and the earth. There was just light and darkness, right? Day and night. Okay? And a firmament. A firmament was created after this. There's no mention of a firmament before this. Right? There's also no mention of great luminaries. Okay? So it would kind of make sense when these ancient astronaut theorists say they're communicating with the Anunnaki, and the Anunnaki are telling them about a time when the moon wasn't there. About the time where there was two suns, or the sun wasn't the same as it is today. Is it now beginning to make sense? The possibility making sense for you? Okay? That's hilarious.
Don't touch anything.
Now, this clip that I'm playing for you is, I'm theorizing, right, a depiction of Genesis 1 and 2, when the earth was astonishingly empty, with darkness upon the face of the deep. Okay, the face of the deep meaning the ocean or the waters, right? Let's go. So if anybody can find me that Job verse, because I can't look at my Instagram and I don't have my written book with me. I only got the Torah with me today. But in Job, it speaks about a world where the cities are destroyed and there's no man. There's no longer any man. So if there's no man in that age, how were cities built? Right? You got to think, were there these reptile beings, intelligent reptile beings who were sapient, right? Sentient. Let's go. And check him out. He's a hybrid. He has fish scales, right? Remember fish? That was the thing we taught before. the creation of the primordial waters, right? Where is it? There we go. The primordial soup theory, where it talks about reptiles, fish, and birds are all related. They all came out of the water, right? All these three beings are distinct from mammals. They came out of the water. Reptiles, fish, birds. What do reptiles, fish, and birds all have in common? Reptiles, fish, and birds all have scales, right? What are the Anunnaki depicted as? They're depicted as serpents, birds, and what else? And fucking amphibians and fish. What do you think the Dagon are, or Dogon? It's right here in Genesis. I didn't write these words. I'm just reading them to you. Ready? Let's go. Here we go. Somebody got it. So, Job 15 and 28. So after I play this clip, we'll check that out. We'll see if that's correct. Ready? Let's go.
Okay.
Let's watch. Now he's a hybrid. Whatever he is, he's man and something else merged together. That's why he's got scales, he's got fins, meaning webs in between his fingers, and he has gills. Called Waterworld. The movie is called Waterworld. Look at the cities underneath the water, right? Buried or submerged like a worldwide flood had did them in, right? That was that flood before Noah, right? That's why the face of the deep, the earth was covered in water. It was created in perfection. And then in verse 2, it talks about a period of imperfection. When it uses the word when, that means something took place after the perfect creation to make it astonishingly empty. So if it was created in perfection, something had to happen to it for it to be destroyed. Right? Exactly, like Atlantis. Except Atlantis is not what we think it is, right? Let's keep going. So let's try and see if we find that Job verse, and then we're gonna see if we find some more. Let me see. Where's Job? Job 15 and 28. I'm not sure if that's it. Nah, that's not the one. Job 15:28 is not it. But we'll play the clip, and then I'll just repost it for you guys. Ready? But look at the underwater city. This is Genesis 1 and 2. The movie Waterworld is the equivalent to Genesis 1 and 2. Look. Let me run it back for you so you can see. Most High flooded that bitch. Destroyed that motherfucker. See? See? Now, obviously, we can tell he's not human because he's been underwater forever. She would be considered a human. Nigga said he been swimming since I got on here. Word. That's because he's not human. He's a hybrid. He's a Dogon. One of them fish. He's one of them fish man reptile things. Alright, so I think we showed the part of relevance that was needed. So let me cut that part out. Okay, so what was the second book? So the first book. So in this book, he theorizes that maybe the dinosaurs went extinct because they had their own nuclear battle, their own nuclear war. Okay? So perhaps this is the case. This tends to match ancient history. This tends to match the Vedic texts, okay? It tends to match the Emerald Tablets. It tends to match the Torah Tanakh. Let me see. That could be the Job verse. Let me see. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Damn it. Hang on. Job 3. It talks about there being no man. There was no man upon that face of the earth. Let me see. I don't want to waste time on the live searching for it and not coming up with it. So, like I said, I'll just post it for you. Because none of those are it. So anyway, there's this book here, right? Robert T. Baker. And if we can find anything with him specifically talking, then we'll do that. All right, so let's close that out. The other book, right? Now, this one is that one more sensational than Jurassic Park. Who Lies Sleeping? The Dinosaur Heritage and the Extinction of Man. Mike McGee. So this is about as close to Yah's Underground Monster Army being written by somebody else as you gonna get. Okay? Okay, it's 182 pages. It came out in 1993. And let's see what other books it's linked with, but that doesn't matter. Who's Sleeping with Dinosaurs? Let's see if we can find a video about it. And if not, we'll just continue with the lesson plan. Okay, so that's the book. Where's the videos on it? And surprisingly, none. So see, this is why it's important, because you won't find stuff like this. You literally have to do the research and make the connections for yourself.